Hey, what's up everybody? Doing something a little different in this video. So normally I have like, the single songs per video, but I want to try something different. I want to still do the single song reaction and breakdown videos per video, but I also wanted to try something where I put the whole album all in one video. If you guys want to see the whole thing straight through, I chopped it all up so that you can see each individual reaction straight through, and then I'll also continue to post the single videos too. If you just want to watch this one song or that one song, you can hear that one song. But you can also see now, if you want to watch straight through, the whole thing. So I hope you guys enjoy. It's all kind of chopped up, like, because I filmed them all individually and just spliced them together into one thing. But hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know below. All right, let's see what we got.
You're a nightmare on the dance floor, and you hate me, and I want more. You're a total.
Right off the bat, you could totally hear his accent. Usually when people sing, you can't hear their accent, but you could totally hear his accent in this. Got a total rock vibe. Palm muted power chords in the left ear, and then the picking, kind of like a acoustic guitar. It's a very tinny kind of acoustic guitar, so I'm not entirely sure what instrument it is yet. I'm assuming it's acoustic guitar though, but let's see.
Distraction while I'm waiting for.
It might actually be a 12-string acoustic guitar.
Your reaction, why? The devil in my brain, whispering my name. I could hear it.
You can hear the tension building right here.
Saying, I can ease the pain, just a little taste, babe. And
The swelling, you hear the swell. Let me rewind that right there, like the noise swell. That's a very popular transition element.
taste, babe, and won't let go of your hold on me. You kill my mind, raise my body back to life, and I don't know what
Nice harmonies right there.
I'd do without you now. You kill my mind.
The drums sound great. There's a whole bunch of instruments inside the drums itself, but I really like how the kick and snare sound together. It's a really punchy snare. It doesn't ring out a while. It's just you hit it and it kind of punches, and then that's it. It's short, transient. It sounds good.
Raise my body back to life.
The melody's interesting though. That note when he sings "body" is an interesting note. It's not what I would expect him to go to.
And I don't know what I'd do without you now.
That's cool. I like that a lot. The synth.
Can we live
It's sliding from 2 to 3, which is a really popular slide.
from the last time?
2 to 3 meaning like the second note of the scale to the third note of the scale. Very, very, very popular slide. Bend up. Guitarists always bend that note up. It's very popular.
From a prison of a past life, on a mission just to feel like when you kiss me for the last time. Why? The devil in my brain, whispering my name.
I can't tell if it's duplicated vocals, like there's multiple vocals singing here, or if it's a slapback delay. Because the slapback delay adds a really quick echo at the end of his voice, so it almost sounds like it's multiple voices, because when there's multiple voices they don't line up perfectly, which gives it a fuller sound. But slapback delay, because it's happening right after, gives it the sound almost like there's multiple voices. But it would be a little cleaner than if there were multiple voices.
I can hear it saying, I can ease the pain, just a little taste, babe, and won't let go of your hold on me.
I'm digging this palm muted rock stuff, man. It's cool stuff.
You kill my mind, raise my body back to life, and I don't know what I'd do without you now. You kill my mind, raise my body back
It's a classic 4-piece rock band. Drums, bass, guitar, and singer. And I don't think there's even a piano in here, or keyboard. Really cool.
to life, and I don't know what I'd do without you now. You kill my mind, raise my body back to life, and I don't know what I'd do without
That's cool. The double vocals, his voice, the low octave and then the high octave. It might be a harmony actually, but it sounds really cool, and I like the melody, how it kind of broke down everything right here. But this breakdown right here, this section, this like a bridge section, gives the opportunity. You can feel the tension slowly gonna start to rise, and then they go back into the chorus. Or at least I assume. Nice.
You kill my mind, raise my body back to life, and I don't know what I'd do without you now. You kill my mind, raise my body back to life, and I don't know what I'd do without you now.
Oh, cool fade out. I feel like a fade out is key here. Like it fits very well. Appropriate. Alright, so that's Kill My Mind by Louis Tomlinson. It's a fun song, definitely like a running song, definitely like something you'd bop in the car too. Alright, let's see what we got. Really nice dirty guitar right in the beginning. Dirty meaning slightly distorted, slightly overdriven amp.
27, got a place in the other side of London, doing better.
Nice harmonies on left and right, and really good reverb kind of sound in the vocals.
Doing better. And I know you left a part of you in New York, couldn't hear better in a box, but you're doing better. Doing better. Life gets hard and it gets messed up when you give so much,
Nice.
but it's not enough when the high's too high and the low's too low when you love someone.
Nice, really nice chords in the center from a high end. When I say high end, I mean high frequency, like higher pitched, high end guitar. Doing third chords is what I call them, which would be like the root note in the third. And then we also sound like there's like some sort of kind of keys kind of going on also.
And they let you go.
Nice, that was cool, like a reverse swell to cut everything out and transition to the next part.
Won't you let it kill you, even when it hurts?
Some seriously layered vocals, a couple of tracks, maybe 3 vocals layered of the main melody, and then some harmonies panned left and right. The song has a serious One Direction vibe to it though.
Like whatever tears you apart, don't let it break your heart. Time takes time to heal it. You can't do it by yourself. Whatever tears you apart, don't let it break your heart. It comes,
There was some serious vocals like in that section, like a lot of different vocal takes in there.
it goes. We're driving down a one-way road to something better. Something better. And what hurts you is gonna pass, and you'll have learned from it when it comes back. You'll be doing better. Yeah, doing better. 'Cause life gets
Really like the drum sound here. It's almost like some sort of sample drums where it's not like a regular drum kit. It's almost like kind of these interesting kind of sounds that they use as a rhythm section.
hard and it gets messed up when you give so much, but it's not enough when the high's too high and the low's too low. When you love someone and they let you go, don't you let
That hey was cool, right on the next section.
it kill you, even when it hurts like hell.
Kind of wish the drums were a little more apparent though. It's a really cool rhythm and really cool sounding drums, but they're just really far back in the mix.
Whatever tears you apart, don't let it break your heart. Time takes time to heal it. You can't do it by yourself. Whatever tears you apart, don't let it break.
There's a lot of instruments in here in this section too. There's a strumming acoustic guitar pan slightly to the right. There's the electric guitars, the bass, the drums, a ton of vocals here. Those haze are a cool effect.
Don't let it break your heart. Life gets hard heart and it gets messed up when you give so much and it's not enough. When the high's too high and the low's too low. When you love someone and they let you go.
That was cool, the reverse guitar right there.
Don't you let it kill you, even when it hurts like hell. Oh, whatever tears you apart. Don't let it break your heart. Time takes time to heal it. You can't do it by yourself. Oh, whatever tears you apart. Don't let it break your heart. 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 Don't let
That was interesting. Was that my end or was that the actual song?
it break your heart. Don't let it break your heart. Don't let it break your heart.
Must be my Wi-Fi or something like that.
Don't let it break your heart. Don't let it break your heart. Break your heart. Don't let it break your heart. Don't let it break your heart. Don't let it break your heart.
Could totally hear that being a One Direction song. Let's see what we got. A year later, let's see how things have changed.
It's been a minute since I called you, just to hear the answer phone.
First off, let's talk about the really cool reverse sound that goes on. It's definitely not the piano. So usually what'll happen with the reverse sound is like, so for example, the piano comes in after that reverse sound, and very often they'll take the sound that it's about to go into, for example, like a piano or a voice, and they'll take it, chop it for a sec, and reverse it and use that sound to lead into the actual sound. But this one was a lot more higher pitched than the actual piano sound, a lot brighter sounding, because the piano sound when it comes in is a little more laid back and mellow sounding.
Yeah, I know that you won't get this.
There's that sound again. So what they did is they probably took that sound right there, that higher sound, and reversed it, because that was the full version of the sound, normal wavelength of the sound. Then they just probably reversed it in the intro.
But I'll leave a message so I'm not alone.
Super dry vocals too, though. There's not a lot of reverb or echo going on.
This morning I woke up still dreaming, with memories playing through my head.
It's like a super small, if you really listen distinctly, there's a super small, I'd say almost room reverb. So there's different types of reverbs. There's like for example, there's, what I'm totally drawing a blank. There's like room reverb, there's spring reverb, there's plate reverb, and all of those are just different types of reverberation. And this one sounds like it has a very small room reverb, and room reverb is typically small. Like, so for example, it's very different than a cathedral, say, or like a hall. Those are those are much bigger spaces, so that the reverb sound is going to be a lot bigger sounding. But this sound is just kind of like very close and very short, so it sounds like it's almost like he's in a room.
You'll never know how much I miss you. The day that they took you, I wish it was me instead.
Oh, cool, stereo panning back and forth, echo right there instead.
But you once told me don't give up. You can do it day by day. And diamonds, they don't turn to dust or fade away. So I will keep you day and night here until the
This is a jam. I forgot how good this song is. Some nice stereo vocals, main vocal in the center, and then pan left and right vocals.
day I die. I'll be living one life for the two of us. I will be the best of me, always keep you next to me. I'll be living one life.
I actually think it might be 5 vocals, like an octave down right, octave down left, and then harmony left and right, and then main vocal in the center.
For the two of us, even when I'm on my own, I know I won't be alone. Tattooed on my heart are the words of your favorite song. I know you'll be looking down, so I'm gonna make.
It's a cool lyric, by the way. Tattooed on my heart are the words to your favorite song. It's really just nice and poetic.
You proud, I'll be living one life for the two of us. I can feel your blood run through me. You're written in
Kind of like a droning kind of synth kind of violin sound going on the top end. Also 4 on the floor kick drum hitting every beat.
my DNA. Looking back in every mirror.
I'd love to know what that high-pitched sound is, the one that was reversed in the intro. It's a cool sound, but I just can't put my finger on what it is.
I know you'll be waiting, I'll see you again. But you once told me don't give up. You can do it day by by day. And time.
On the right ear, there's a significantly louder. I think it might be stereo, but you hear it more in the right ear. These staccato kind of notes, like staccato meaning short. I can't tell if it's like a hit, like a single strung of a violin, like da da da, or if it's a guitar, like an electric guitar. I can't tell the difference right now. I'm trying to figure it out.
They don't turn to dust or fade away, fade away. So
That was
I will
cool.
keep you day and night here until.
I like how it pulls out for a sec, like with the echo, and it's like fade away, and then it, like they have all these instruments, and then fade away, pulls out, boom, it comes in.
The day I die, I'll be living one life for the two
Stereo acoustic guitars, you can hear the pick hitting.
of us. I will be the best of me, always keep you next to me. I'll be living one life for the two of us. Even when I'm on my own, I know I won't be alone. Tattooed on my heart are the words of your favorite song. I know you'll be looking down, swear I'm gonna make you proud. I'll be living one life for the two of us. I promised you I'd do this, so all of this is all for you. Oh, I swear to God you're living.
It's a cool kind of swelling sound, like when those notes come in. It sounds like it's either like it doesn't sound like a super clean violin orchestra sound, so I can't tell if it is or not. It could almost sound like it's almost like a vocal ooh, like an kind of sound. But regardless of what it is, you can hear that it has a slower attack, meaning that it's coming in but then getting louder, like a crescendo almost.
Through everything I'll
I actually think it's a mix between the violin and vocals.
ever do, so I will keep you day and night here until the day I die. I'll be living one.
Now we have this halftime feel. Halftime is when, like, so in the rest of the song it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now it's the same speed, it's emphasizing on the 1 and 3. So it's like 1, 3, 1, and it's giving this kind of slow motion feel.
One life for the two of us. I will be the best of me, always keep you next to me. I'll be living one life for the two of us, even when I'm on my own.
That's cool. So it pulls out all the vocals right there, all the different layers to go into this now full-time kind of 4 on the floor kind of sound.
I know I won't be alone. Tattooed on my heart are the words of your favorite song. I know you'll be looking down, swear I'm gonna make you.
Really like the sound of the hi-hat too. Pans slightly left, maybe like 8 degrees left. It's a cool. It's not just like a 1, 2, or eighth note, like 1 and 2. It's like a kind of sound. It's like a little funky.
Proud, I'll be living one life for the two of us. One life for the two of us. I'll be living one life for the two of us. We'll end just like we started, just you and me and no one else. I will hold you where.
I think just based off that last listen right there, I think the chord progression is going like 4 chord, 6 chord. No, I'm sorry, 4 chord, 1 chord, 6 chord, 5, 1, 3 to 4. So like for example, it'd be like F in the key of C, for example, F, C, A minor, G, C/E, back to F.
My heart is one life for the two of us.
It's a jam. That's a really cool song. I really like this song. All right, that was Two of Us by Louis Tomlinson.
It's been a minute since I called.
Right off the bat, I really like that intro with the that synth. It's like a reverse synth, like a swell right in before the piano comes in. I like that.
It's been a minute since I called you, just to hear the answer phone. Yeah, I know that you won't get this, but
It's so interesting as singers lose their accent when they sing. You could hear it in like 1 or 2 words, but like they overall lose their accent. It's really interesting.
I'll leave a message so I'm not alone. This morning I woke up still dreaming.
On his voice, there's some interesting effect. It almost sounds like he's running through an amp, or like there's some sort of like robotic, maybe even like a vocoder on it. It's interesting. It's really subtle, but it's interesting. It's not like super clear.
Memories playing through my head. You'll never know how much I miss you. The day that they took you, I wish it was me instead. But you once told me don't give up. You can do it day by day. And diamonds, they don't turn to dust or fade away. So I will keep you day and night here until the day.
So I really like what he did with the vocals. You can hear it. So to make it more dramatic and to make it more full, what you can do is and what he did is you can take the same vocal melody and record it a couple times and split it, and you could do as many as you want, really. That's how you get the choir effect. But if to the minimum, you're gonna need at least two, one for the right ear, one for the left ear, and that's what he's doing for the harmonies in the lower octaves here. It sounds cool.
So I will keep you day and night here until the day I die. I'll be living one life for the two of us. I will be the best of me, always keep you next to me. I'll be living one life for the two of us. Even when I'm on my own, I know I won't be alone. Tattooed on
I really like the snare. Snare sounds sick.
my heart are the words of your favorite song. I know you'll be looking down, swear I'm gonna make you proud. I'll be living one life for the two of us.
I actually kind of wish that the drums were a little louder there. I like how they sound. They're kind of dirty. They sound super compressed. Well, the way compression works is it takes a signal, and when you use it sparingly, it takes a sound, it makes it more even. So if it's if you have a sound here or sound wave and it's quiet here and loud here, what it does is it kind of brings down the loud, which makes that quiet in turn louder. But when you over compress something, it actually distorts it, and it gives us this really interesting fat sound. And it kind of sounds like the drums are compressed here, like over compressed, which is a cool sound.
You proud, I'll be living one life for the two of us. I can feel your blood run through me.
I got a 4 on the
You're
floor,
written in my DNA.
which means the kick drum's hitting on every beat of the song.
Looking back in every mirror, I know you'll be waiting, I'll see you again. But you once told me don't give up. You can do it day by day. And diamonds, they don't turn to dust or fade away. Fade away. So I will keep you day and night here until the day I die. I'll be living one life.
So what's cool here is he's using the acoustic guitar not only as a melodic instrument, like meaning an instrument that can play notes, but also as a rhythmic instrument. And what I mean by that is the acoustic guitar is an interesting instrument because most instruments are either melodic or rhythmic, meaning like the drums, like a kick drum, while it can be pitched, it's mainly as a rhythmic instrument, meaning it keeps a beat. But a melodic instrument like a flute can play notes. The acoustic guitar is really interesting in that aspect that it can play both notes and be used as rhythm. So like the way you hit it and the way you strum it actually gives a rhythm. So what he's doing here, and what's a really popular thing to do, is when you can strum the acoustic typically on eighth notes in this style of music, like the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and so up down up down down up down up down up strum with a pick, and it gives this really kind of percussive, like almost like a shaker sound. And what he's doing is he recorded 2 of them left and right, makes it a little fuller.
For the two of us, I will be the best of me, always keep you next to me. I'll be living one life for the two of us. Even when I'm on my own, I know I won't be alone. Tattooed on my heart are the words of your favorite song. I know you'll be looking down, swear I'm gonna make you proud. I'll be living one life for the two of us. I promised you I'd
Nice
do
transition.
this. So all of this is all for you.
Oh, I like the vocal hums in here. They sound good. The vocal hums mixed with the strings and the piano, obviously.
Oh, I swear to God you're living through everything I'll ever do. So I will keep you day and night here until the day I die. I'll be living
I like this semi-choir effect. It sounds really cool. He did it really well.
one life for the two of us. I will be the best of me, always keep you next to me. I'll be living one life
acoustic
for
sounds
the
amazing.
two of us. Even when I'm on my own, I know I won't be alone. Tattooed on my heart are the words of your favorite song. I know you'll be looking down, swear I'm gonna make you proud. I'll be living one life for the two of us.
I definitely wish the hi-hat was a little louder. It's different. It's almost like an 808 hi-hat, and with the style of music you'd expect a regular hi-hat. So it sounds cool. It's unique, but it's kind of quiet in the mix.
One life for the two of us. I'll be living one life for the two of us. We'll end just like we started, just you and me and no one else.
Vocals are really present here. Sounds good.
I will hold you where my heart is. One life for the two of us.
Louis never seems to disappoint, so I'm looking forward to hearing this. So right off the beginning, we get some stereo guitars. Sounds like it's almost like intentionally put through a phaser, and kind of like just made like almost like a dingy sounding guitar.
Cause we made it, underestimated.
You know what it actually almost reminds me of, with just his voice right there and the acoustic guitar? It reminds me of that song from like the 80s or 90s by Oasis, Wonderwall. Yeah, it kind of has that feel.
I know it's underrated, now we're saying goodbye, waving to the heart.
Some nice slapback delay on his voice and some reverb on his voice. Slapback delay is a really fast, like repeating, like ba-dum, like something like that, where it just like repeats exactly what you're saying really fast after, and it kind of fattens up the vocals.
Times, yeah, it's gonna be alright, like the first time met you at your doorstep. Remember how it tasted, looking into your eyes. Baby, you were still high, never coming down with your hand in mine.
Almost not like a Chainsmoker vibe.
Oh my, I remember those nights. Meet you at your uni, cheap drinks, drink them all night. Staying
Really like that drum kit, really fast, almost Charles Barker style drumming.
out till sunrise. Share a single bed until
Charles Barker or Charles Barkley? I'm sorry, what am I saying? Not Charles Barker, that's the basketball player. Travis Barker. It's like very Travis Barker style drumming.
each other what we
Who's the guy from Blink 182?
dream about. Things we never say to someone else out loud. We were only kids just trying to work it out. Wonder what they think if they could see us now. Yeah, 'cause we made
You can hear that's about to transition because you can hear like a noise swell coming in right now, a high-pitched noise swell.
it, underestimated, and always underrated. Now we're saying goodbye, waving to the hard times. Knew that we would be alright from the first time. Met you at your doorstep.
Nice, almost going to like a halftime feel. What halftime means is you take a song and you keep it at the same tempo, but if you're normally emphasizing on beats 1, 2, 3, and 4, now you only do on beats 1 and 3. And what it does is it gives it almost like a slow motion feel.
Remember how we tasted, looking into your eyes, baby.
In this case, though, he's doing the opposite. He's going, instead of 1 and 3, he's going on 2 and 4. He's with the claps.
You were still high, never coming down with your hand in mine.
Really like that bass that keeps like sliding up and down the notes with something called glissando. Glissando is a slide.
Oh God, what I could have become. Don't know why they put all of this on us when we're so young. Done a pretty good job dealing with it all. When you're here, don't need to say no more. Nothing in the world.
Nice, cool. Now we have in the left ear we have a guitar like that's picking, doing like a pick riff. The right ear we have a synthesizer going on.
That I would change it for singing something poppy on the same 4 chords. Used to worry about it, but I don't know more.
That's funny. He said singing something poppy on the same 4 chords. That's like a jab at like pop music right there, because pop music typically like just repeats the same 4 chords over and over and over again. So usually like the 6 chord, the 4 chord, the 1 chord, and the 5 chord.
Yeah, 'cause we made it, underestimated, know it's underrated. Now we're saying goodbye, waving to the hard times. Smoke something, drink something, yeah, just like the first time. Met you at your doorstep. Remember how it tasted, looking into your eyes. Baby, you were still high, never coming down with your hand in mine. With your hand.
Oh, that's cool how the yeahs were just chopped up right there, kind of giving like a vocal sample chop right there. Nice swells going, like a swelly synth kind of thing, like atmospheric synths kind of filling up the sonic atmosphere. A lot going on right here. Oh, cool. Low pass filter to the end it. Sweet. That was We Made It by Louis Tomlinson. That was a cool song. Like I said, it's funny how it's called, the album's called Walls, actually, because it totally sounds like it's the Wonderwall album from Oasis. Kind of really has that influence. I actually wonder if they're from the same area, because I think that Oasis is from Europe also. I don't know that for sure though, but cool. I hope you guys enjoyed that. My name is Jacob Restituto. As always, you could leave a comment below using the hashtag RestitutoReacting if you want me to react to one of your favorite songs. And make sure you like and subscribe and do all the things that they tell you to do on YouTube, because it actually helps my channel. So if you want to help out, I appreciate it. Alright, peace out. Have a great rest of your day. Let's see what we got. Talking about that acoustic guitar, we have an acoustic guitar panned slightly to the left. Sounds like it's kind of like a, I want to say like a, what's it called? What's the brand name? It's not Martin, it's the other big one. Totally drawing a blank. Oh, a Taylor guitar. Because Martin's usually like a deeper, warmer sound, and Taylor's usually have like more of a crisper kind of, like I want to say tinnier, but tinnier in a good way. Like they translate really well in recorded music. Not tinny as in like thin and bad, but in a good way. But it's panned slightly to the left, and it sounds like he's playing like third chords where there's 3 notes that he's playing, like the bass low note, the open string, there's some sort of open string, whether it be the D string or G string, depending on how he's playing it, and the third high note.
We were too young to know we had everything, too young.
Sounds like he's actually going 4, 6, 5. Let's see.
I wish I could have seen it all along.
Sorry, no, it's 4, 1, 5, 6.
I'm sorry
That's the chord progression.
that I hurt you, darling. Oh, we were too young. I've been looking back a lot lately. Me and you is all I've ever known.
I like how present the vocals are right here. It's like super crisp and right in the center of the mix. You can really hear what he's saying.
It's hard to think you could ever hate me, but everything's feeling different now. Oh, I can't believe I gave into the pressure.
Second acoustic guitar coming in, pan to the right. This is more of a strumming one, as the acoustic that's picking is in the left still.
When they said a love like this would never last, so I cut you off cause I didn't know no better. Now I realize, yeah I realize, we were too young to know we had everything, too young.
When he said we were, definitely sounded like layered vocals there, like there was at least 2. But now they're blended super well, so it's hard to tell if it's just 1 or 2 layered vocals. But definitely you can hear that things have picked up. The strumming's a little more apparent and everything.
I wish I could have seen it.
It's definitely a harmony though going on in the center.
All along, I'm sorry that I hurt you, darling. Oh, we were too young. We were too
Nice piano sound in there.
young. We were too young. Face to face to the kitchen table.
I like that. I like how there's a lot of things going on, and then he pulled a lot of it out for the second or third verse, depending on how you look at it.
This is everything I've waited
Kind of wish the electric bass that's in there was a little louder, though.
for. Now we can finally have the conversation that I wish we could have had before. Oh, I can't believe I gave into the pressure when they said a love like this would never last.
That strumming acoustic is definitely recorded in stereo because you can hear it's really apparent in the right ear, but you can also hear slightly that it's also in the left ear, in addition to the picking that's still going on.
Don't cut you off cause I didn't know no better. Now I realize, yeah I realize we were too young to know we had everything. Too young, I wish I could have seen
4 on the floor with the kick drum right here. Steady kick every beat.
it all along. I'm sorry that I hurt you, darling. Oh, we were too young. We were too young. We were too young. It's been 2 years since I've seen your face. Trying to find some better words to say before I let this moment slip away. Cause now
There's also like a snare brush hit going on every upbeat, so like the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
I realize we were too young to know we had everything. Too young, I wish I could have seen it all along. I'm sorry that I hurt you, darling. Oh, we were too young.
I want to say that also very low in the mix, there's also some sort of like orchestral sounds going on, like very like pad-like though, so that they're staying pretty steady droning notes.
We were too young.
And definitely some layered vocals on the oohs.
We were too young. We were too young.
Oh, that was cool. I liked how the guitar in Too Young right there at the end, it was like full like acoustic guitar, but then it went through a low pass filter where it rolled off all the highs, and that's how you got that distinct sound right there. And let's see what we got. This is Walls by Tomlinson. Nice stereo piano going on right from the beginning. Very apparent, like really full, really crisp and clean sounding. Not a ton of reverb or anything going on. And then we have this very like tinny sounding acoustic guitar. Like there's not a lot of low or mid range going on, just mainly like upper frequencies of the guitar. Mono right in the center though.
Nothing wakes you up like waking up alone.
Vocals super apparent, like very close in the mix.
And all that's left of us is a cupboard full of clothes.
Very cool, like reverse guitar sound right there. So what you do is when you do that, it's like you hit a single note on the guitar, and then from that single note, then you in your DAW, digital audio workstation like Logic or Pro Tools or anything like that, you reverse it so that it gives that like that kind of swelling effect.
The day you walked away.
Dirty electric guitar kind of pans slightly to the right. I'd say maybe like 22 degrees to the right. Very crunchy kind of sound, but he only did a single strum.
The higher ground was the day that I became the man that I am now. But these high walls
That was cool, the reverse kind of swell.
came up short. Now I stand taller than them all. These high walls.
Ooh, dissonant chord in there that's not typically in the key. Very cool. That sounded like it was like I think I want to say a sharp 5 chord. Like, for example, if we're in the key of C, it sounded like it went like from the 4 chords, so F to 6 to A minor to it sounded like it went to oh, maybe not. Maybe it was like a little high. Maybe it was. I'm not sure actually. I gotta hear that again.
My soul night, I watch them all come falling down. I watch them all come falling down for you.
So now we got a ton of more instruments in here. We have stereo acoustic guitars. We have one pan to the right, one pan to the left. We have some electric guitars. I think, let me hear again. I think, but we have some strings going on. Yeah, we have some orchestral strings panned like throughout the mix.
Nothing makes you hurt like hurting who you love.
Oh, that was cool. Very, very high pass filtered repeating of the words, saying hurting who you love far in the background.
No amount of words will ever be enough. I looked you in the eyes, saw that I was lost.
Really cool how he's repeating every couple words of the last phrase of the line as he's singing, but it's like a upper octave and just higher frequency, very far in the mix, reverb kind of sound.
For every question why, you are mine because. But these hard words that came up short, now I stand tall within them all. These hard words never broke my.
Yeah, right there. So I want to say that that's the sharp 5 or flat 6 chord. So for example, if you're in the key of C, it'd be like you're at the 5 chord, then you which would be G, then you go G sharp, then you go to A minor, which is a 6.
I watch them all come falling down. I watch them all come falling down for you. Falling down for you. So this one is a thank you for what you did to me.
Cool, so now a lot of instruments kind of pulled out right here, so he's in a bridge, and what that does is it gives a little breathing room so that when you go back into the chorus, it's able to hit that much harder. So just some strumming acoustic guitar, some strings, and his vocals right here.
Why is it that thank yous are so often bittersweet? I just hope I see you one day and you say to me, oh, oh. But these high walls.
Cool, nice harmonies right there when he said high walls.
Now I stand tall within them all. These high walls never broke my soul. I watch them all come falling down. I watch them all come falling down for you. Falling down. Nothing wakes you up like waking up alone.
That was nice, very nice. I also like how it ended on like the single like strum, kind of like retardando, meaning like slowing down. Musical term right there for you. Let's see what we got. This is Habit. Nice, I like that crunchy guitar. Nice distortion sound. In stereo electric guitars, where it is 2 different guitars being played with the same rhythm. It's not recorded in stereo, where they have 2 different mics, where like the mic on the inside of the guitar and like the outside, maybe the fretboard. This is definitely 2 acoustic guitars recorded separately.
I always said that I'd mess up eventually. I told you that, so what did you expect from me? It shouldn't come as no surprise anymore. I know you you said that you'd give me another chance, but you and I knew the truth of it in advance, that mentally you were already out.
I like how apparent these drums are. They hit nice.
Out the door. Never thought that giving up would be so hard. God, I'm missing you when you're addicted.
Ooh, slide guitar right in the center right there.
You're the habit that I can't break. You're the feeling
Sounds like there's an organ going on.
I can't put down. You're the shiver that I can't shake. You're the habit that I can't break.
Layered vocals additionally.
You're the high that I need right now. You're the habit that I can't break. I took some time cause I ran out of energy of playing.
Really like the tone on that guitar. Really like nice, crunchy. And I like how apparent it is also. Pans slightly to the left.
Someone I heard I'm supposed to be, but honestly, I don't have to choose anymore. And it's been ages, different stages, come so far from Princess Park. I'll always need you in front of me, in front of me. You're the habit that I can't break. You're the feeling I can't put down. You're the shiver that I can't shake. You're the habit that I can't break. You're the high that I need right now.
See, I like how he uses a lot of the same instruments throughout all of his songs. So, for example, like this one and a lot of all others also sing like they have like this high frequency, high pitched string section going on. It must be the same strings that he used for the rest of the album. Like they must have just like all been in the studio one day and just recorded them for all the songs. But he has some really, really high strings going on, probably some violins.
The habit that I can't break. You gave me the time and the space. I was out of control, and I'm sorry I let you down. Guess that I know what I already knew. I was better with you, and I miss you now. You're the habit that I can't break. You're the feeling I can't put down. You're the shiver that I can't shake.
This is a jam.
You're the habit that I can't break. You're the high that I need right now. You're the habit that I can't break. You're the habit that I can't break. You're the feeling I can't put down. You're the shiver that I can't shake. You're the habit that I can't break. You're the
He's got such a serious accent, like just the way he says things, you can like totally hear he's got that accent.
You're the high that I need right now. You're the habit that I can't break.
Serious reverb on the strings. I like how they held that note out right there, like super strong. Very cool song. I like his instrumentation. It's like I said in a couple other his reactions, is that it's very simple, but not in a bad way. Like he does it well. It fits him well. Sometimes like things can be too simple and just like you feel like you're like, all right, it's missing something. But not in his music. He owns it very well. Very well. Kind of almost has like a Fray, like the Fray, which is personally my favorite band. It kind of has like the Fray kind of sound to it. All right, let's see. Nice stereo acoustic guitars left and right, super apparent and super crisp sounding, like not a ton of reverb going on, and then like a staccato kind of guitar riff going on in the electric guitar in the center. 4 guitar riffs though, left and right acoustic, that one playing the single stereo note, single like staccato note, and then also like more of like a dreamy kind of reverbed out guitar sound.
Sit down without you, and all I could do was think about you, and I should have known. I went to Tokyo to let it go, drink after drink, but I still felt it alone.
Ton of different like staccato elements going on. It's cool.
I should have known. I went to so many places, looking for you in their faces. I can feel it. Oh, I can feel it.
Did you hear that guitar slide down? That was cool. So it's when like you play a chord up on the neck of the guitar and you slide it down. a little bit more falsetto-y kind of sound, like maybe not falsetto, but like head voice on him, which is he usually sings more in his chest voice, so this it sounds good up here. I like the dancing kind of rhythm between the kick and the snare. Like if you listen, it's like a ba 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 ka, ba 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 ka, you know, which is different than more like it's just a boots and cats and boots and kind of sound. So it's cool. Ooh, we got a shaker going on in the right ear. Some nice stereo harmonies going on. I feel like LAX is one of the most commonly referred to airports. You never hear anybody being from New York or something, like you never hear anybody say, "Oh, I landed in JFK today," but everybody lands in LAX, which is funny. I've never been there. Have you guys ever been there?
Found nothing like home, 'cause you're not home. Waiting to wrap your legs around me, and I know you hate the smoke without me. And
nice. I really like this drum part. The ba 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 da ba. Almost kind of sounds like it has a tom kind of effect, kick and tom, which are like there's usually the 5 parts of the drum kit is hi-hat, kick drum, snare drum, cymbals, and the toms, where there's like a tom, a high tom, medium tom, and usually a floor tom. And you can do a tom roll, which is like ba 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 ba. That's cool, kind of like a choir effect here.
I went to so many places, looking for you in their faces. I can feel it, oh, I can feel it.
Rewind that for a second. Almost like some sort of like chimey kind of sound there. A little farther back. And almost like some sort of like synth kind of chiming stuff. Cool electric guitar pan slightly to the left, mimicking his pitch, matching his voice. Kind of like a dirty kind of reverbed out sound. That was cool. The swell right there that was going on, like that's saying how we're gonna transition to a next section. Classic back now. I feel like every song that I've heard from him has strings in it, so now the strings are finally in it. Oh, cool. Ending with just some reverb and guitar echo. That's cool, kind of just a hard stop. And let's see what we got. This is Fearless by Louis Tomlinson. Kind of schoolyard kind of sample effect.
Cashed in your weekend treasures.
Cool piano, but it's not just a piano, it's a piano and then reversed piano sound into the next note of the piano.
For a suit and tie, a second wife.
What's cool about this though is the reverse piano sounds like it has some sort of chorus effect, some sort of modulation where it's like slightly pitchy, like slightly pitch shifted. It could be a modulation effect, it could be a tape effect, where like tape recordings kind of get that like kind of pitchy effect, like a warped kind of sound.
Now I'm not
like if you listen to it, it kind of almost sounds like it's wobbling.
saying that you could have done better. Just remember that
And then we have some like pizzicato kind of strings, which is like it's probably like a cello or bass, but it's playing the single notes rather than like slow notes. It's like boom, 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 boom.
I've seen that fire alight.
Also known as plucking.
Tell me, do you still remember feeling young?
So I want to talk about that really quick. We have the acoustic guitar that came in, but also sounded like we had some ducking reverb. What that means is like after he would say a phrase, reverb would come in, but not while he was saying the phrase. And the benefit of doing that is it keeps the singing a little cleaner. There's not a ton of reverb going on as he's singing, but after he stops and the reverb kind of opens up. Reverse kind of like noise kind of sound coming into the next transition section.
Tell me the truth, tell me, do you still remember feeling young, strong enough to get it wrong in front of all these people just for tonight? Look inside and spark that memory of you, strong enough to...
Stereo acoustic guitar strumming. You can tell it's stereo because they don't match up perfectly with the strumming pattern. Like you can hear this slight discrepancies in them.
Get it wrong in front of all these people. Feel it.
I like the cymbal sound on this guitar on this track. It's a nice like crisp, clear cymbal. Nice tambourine shaking going on. Somebody's like is pretty talented with that because that thing's a little hard to control. Like that.
Now if happiness is always measured.
Nice kind of tom full sounding drum effect here. Also like the claps that are in it.
By the life you design.
Right there. Now if you listen, the drums are kind of reverby sounding. There's a decent amount of reverb on them, but the clap is kind of clean and not as reverb, but a little more crisp.
Car on the drive. Then you should feel better than ever. But you know as well as I, it's all lies. Tell me, do you? Tell me.
Oh, cool low pass filter on the drums. Took the high frequency off, and it's still the same drumming pattern, but like you can hear that it's like kind of like distorted because it's through the low pass filter where only the mid range and the low frequency sounds are coming through.
Do you still
You can hear it slightly most on the snare drum is where it's mainly affected, but it sounds like from that 2 seconds I just heard, it's gonna start opening up. The filter's gonna open.
remember feeling young?
So let me rewind that if you want to get a better here. So listen to how this snare sounds. We're going to run it by maybe 10 seconds, and we're going to go. You'll hear a normal drum kit. Then you'll hear like it's a little bit more mid-range sounding, and then it's going to start opening up the filter.
Me, do you?
Right, a little farther back. Regular drum.
Tell me, do you?
Low pass.
Tell me, do you still remember feeling young?
Ooh, nice tom roll right there. I like one of my favorite things about tom rolls is when we not a tom-o, which people mistake it for, a tom roll where it's like you're rolling down the drums, is how the panning of them, because when you record drums, you have like a whole bunch of different mics. You have a snare mic, you have a kick drum mic, you have overhead mics, you have mics on the toms, and there's usually like anywhere between 5 to 8 mics on the drum kit. But what's cool about it is that like you pan them based on where like you would be like sitting in the drums kit. So like for example, like if the snare is slightly to the left, which is like a standard drummer unless you're drumming lefty, you put the snare slightly to the left in the mix. The same thing with the hi-hat. You put like the cymbal slightly to the left that's over here, and this cymbal over here slightly to the right in the mix, and the kick drum's right in the center, and the toms you pan. So like there would be one over here, one maybe a little more to the center, and then one to the right. So but if you have a bunch of them, you can do like a panning roll where like in your ears it goes like from left to right or right to left depending on how the drummer has it set up. But it's just a cool, I love that.
Tell me, do you still remember feeling young, strong enough to get it wrong in front of all
my favorite things about him is his music is relatively clean. Like, he doesn't sing about drugs, sex, and rock and roll. Like, he just sings about music that people can relate to, but it's also just like, it's a lot of people can listen to it. Like, I wouldn't be afraid to show this to my 10-year-old cousin, you know. Like, I like that. I really appreciate that and respect that. It's very cool. Yeah, so
Look inside and spark that memory of you, strong enough to get it wrong in front of all these people. Feelings, 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 feelings.
well, if we talk about the piano, you can hear that the piano melody, like that, like da da da, is matching his vocals. Oh, cool pan! Like, if you listen really closely, there's some sort of synth kind of sound. Didn't listen long enough to know what it is, but it's panning back and forth, left and right between your ears. Tremolo effect.
Tell me, do you still remember feeling young?
Oh, you hear the piano? Had that kind of choir effect again, like chorus effect, like modulation. That was cool. And then ends with that whole like outdoor kind of sound. Very cool. That was Fearless by Louis Tomlinson. Really enjoyed that one. Some cool production effects in it. I said in a different reaction breakdown video that I like how he just found his like sound. Like, it's simple. It's not, but in a good way. Like, he fits in it. Like, it's like I said in a different one. It sounds like almost like The Fray, where there's not a ton of things going on. Maybe one once in a while it'll add like a synth and stuff, but it's really just drums, guitars, basses, pianos, and strings, and his voice. And it sometimes that can sound a little like monotonous and boring, but like if it's truly your sound, then it sounds great. And like, this is his sound and it fits. And let's see what we got. Let's see. Perfect now. Oh, side note before we even start, just want to say, if you guys have any just advice on these videos, how you think they can be better, just comment below. I always love reading your comments and you're seeing your feedback on what you think you would like to see differently, or what you did or did not like about these videos. So just let me know. I always want to hear your opinion. All right, this is perfect now. Just starts off right off the beginning. No like intro, no swell, no nothing. Just boom, right as soon as you play it. There's no like even like a half a second like pause. It just starts off right away.
You say to me, your jeans don't fit, you don't feel pretty, and it's hard to miss. I wish that you could see my point of view as someone staring back at you.
That's clever. It's romantic, nice and kind of I want to say hey there Delilah, kind of plain white tees kind of feel.
On Friday night when we're all out, I turn to you and you
kind of viola sound, cello sound coming and pan to the right ear, which I'm surprised. Normally I feel like it would be on the left ear. Just a lot of people I feel like put them in the left ear, but it's on the right ear this time. That string sound. I also noticed that compared to his other songs in this album, the voice is a little quieter than it has been in the other ones. Not that it's a bad thing, I'm just noticing that it's different.
You're looking down and you don't want to dance. I know you love to dance. You never stop, giving half the chance. Just keep your head up, love, keep your head up. Don't hide away, don't ever change. Keep your head.
I can also tell that the acoustic is mainly mono, in the sense that it's not like that's not two of them pan left and right, or it's not it's distinctly recorded in stereo where like the neck might be in the left ear and the body might be in the right ear. It's mainly right in the center of the mix, and his voice is right in the center of the mix. The only thing that is panned really so far is that cello sound or that viola sound.
Head up, love, keep your head up.
Actually, now that I'm listening, there is one main one in the right ear, but there's also a bunch of other strings kind of stereo too.
Don't look away, don't look away, 'cause everybody's looking at you now. My, oh my, I guess some queens don't need a crown. And I know why, even when you're
I feel like this could be in a 90s movie soundtrack, like a rom-com kind of soundtrack.
tears are falling down, still somehow you're perfect.
I like that.
No.
I like how it pulled out for a sec. He sang and then it comes back in.
You never do, but if you ask me to, I tell the truth, lying next to you, 'cause you're the only.
That was clever. I rarely comment on lyrics unless they like, I think they because they're super subjective, you know, writing lyrics and stuff. Like, I can give all I would really say is my opinion, but that was really cool. He said, "I tell the truth, lying next to you," like the juxtaposition between truth and lie, but he used lie in a different form. That's really cool.
When it's said
cool. I
and
love that.
done, you make me feel like being someone good to you, even at your worst. You steal the scene and it's unrehearsed. Don't you wanna dance, just a little dance? I would never stop, giving half the chance. Just keep your head up, love, keep your head up. Don't hide away, don't ever
that's cool.
change. Keep your head
I like that, like staccato on the strings.
up, love, keep your head up. Don't look away, don't look away. 'Cause everybody's looking at you now. My, oh my, I guess some queens don't need a crown. And I know why, even when your tears are falling down, still somehow you're perfect now. Every insecurity like a neon sign, as bright as day.
Hi-hat starting to come in right now, like more like right in the center.
If you knew what you were to me, you would never try to hide away. 'Cause everybody's looking at you now. My, oh my.
Nice, I like that. The my oh my and the staccato guitar.
I guess some queens don't need a crown. And I know why, even when your tears are falling down, still somehow you're perfect now.
Nice, ends on a straight chord like that. That's cool. I like that. Let's see what we got. This is Defenseless. All right.
I come running to you like a moth into a flame.
Noticing right off the beginning that his voice has a little more effect on it than usual. It doesn't have his voice in this album has very dry kind of sounding, meaning like it's not a lot of reverb or echo. But right off the bat, in 4 seconds in, you can hear that this one is definitely a little more wet, meaning a little more reverb on here.
Tell me take it easy, but it's easy.
And then panned guitar pretty far to the left, actually.
To say, wish I didn't.
If you don't know what reverb sounds like, first of all, I recommend usually listening to my things with headphones because you'll hear it better. If you obviously can't, then whatever. I just appreciate you guys watching, but you'll hear the things a little bit clearer with headphones in. If you listen to the right ear, if you don't know what reverb is and you want to hear it, I'm going to rewind it a little. You can hear this kind of like just airy kind of sound going on after he sings and after he says something. You hear it in the right ear because there's nothing in the right ear other than the reverb right now.
Wish I didn't need so much of you. I hate to say, but I do. We're sleeping on our problems like we'll solve them in our dreams. We wake up early morning.
I really like throughout this album the hi-hat that they're using. It's a very like clean, crisp hi-hat sound.
And still under the sheets, I'm lost in my head. I'm spinning again, trying to find what to say.
Some sort of droning kind of sound on the like a cello probably in the right ear.
To you.
Very far panning though. Panning far to the right with that cello, almost completely in the right ear. Let's see actually. I'm gonna see if it's completely. Okay, so the guitar is panned in both ears, but it's significantly louder in the right ear. Let's see in the cello though. Cello.
What to say to
Significantly lighter in the right ear, but it's still also in the left ear.
you. Been up all
Nice.
night running all
Nice,
my
I like that.
lights, but it's only
4 on the floor kick drum coming in, but also like some sort of like ooh, like hum going on.
the truth. Been up.
I really like when you can do that right because what's hard to do about this, especially with a one-man band, not that he's a one-singer band, it's different than like something like One Direction or BTS where you have different singers. is because everybody's, when you have different singers, you have different timbre voices, so they layer really nicely. So if one guy, like person A, is singing in the chorus, you can have person B, C, and D singing oohs and ahs, and the timbre of their voice is different, so they won't clash. But when you have one singer singing the main vocal and the oohs and ahs, it's hard not to make it clash. But this is actually done very well.
All night, not sure how to say this right. Got so much to lose. Never been so defenseless. Never been so defenseless. You just keep on building up your fences.
So that's a classic thing that he does in a lot of these songs, is he'll like have the verse, pull everything out for a sec, and then come back in with the next section, whether it be the chorus or the verse.
But I've never been so defenseless.
It's a nice palm muted guitar going on.
You just keep on building up your fences. But
I like that ooh kind of thing going on.
I've never been so defenseless. No, you don't have to keep on being strong for me and you.
Ooh, nice dotted eighth note delay. Love when people put that in. Two people that are very, very, very distinct with having is Hillsong United uses it all the time in their earlier albums, like the albums that came out in like 2009 kind of stuff. And U2 uses it a lot. The Edge uses it a lot in his guitar, sounds. And another song that's a kind of a hidden one that has a lot of it is All of the Stars by Ed Sheeran. If you listen to the guitar, it has that's a very distinct dotted eighth note delay, meaning that's this type of echo. You can, when you have echo, you can set it to like half note, quarter note. So for example, if the tempo is like 1, 2, 3, I'm clapping quarter notes. Quarter note echo would be like A, 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 A. Half note would be A, 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 like that. Every other eighth note would be 2 for every clap. So it'd be A, A. Sorry, it'd be 1, 2, 3. It'd be A, A, A. Oh, it's hard to clap. A, 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 like that. But dotted eighth gives this kind of like trippy kind of effect.
Acting like you feel no pain, you know I know you do. And I can't get inside when you're lost in your pride, but you don't have a thing to prove. Been out all night running all my lies, but it's only the truth. Been out all night, not sure how to say this right. Got so much to lose.
Oh,
Never been
that was cool. I liked how the echo pan from center to the right ear.
so defenseless. Never been so defenseless. You just keep on building up your fences. But I've never been so defenseless. You just keep on building up your fences. But I've never been so
Just like the rest of his songs, he has some strings and stuff going on, some really higher strings. Sounds like on that electric guitar, also kind of clean sounding, but also sounds like it has that dotted eighth delay. Personally, that's my favorite kind of echo, when they have the dotted delay. It's really cool sound.
So defenseless, never been so defenseless,
Stereo acoustic guitars.
and you just keep on building up your fences. But I've
Layered vocals, left and right and center. Harmony, left and right.
never been so defenseless. You just keep on building up your fences. Defenseless. Never been so defenseless. Never been so defenseless. You just keep on building up your fences. But I've never been so defenseless.
Chord progression sounds like it's going 4, 6, 1. The first time around goes to 5. Second time around goes to like a 1, 3, oh sorry, 1/6, which would be like a C/E chord, or a 3 chord, like a 3 minor chord, which, so for put in the key of C, it'd be F, A minor, C. First time would be G, second time would be F, A minor, F, A minor, what am I saying? C, C/E, or E minor, depending on if it's the minor chord or if it's the inverted 1 chord. You hear the echo? That was cool. Panning back and forth now too. That was a jam. Louis Tomlinson, last song, 12th song on the album.
Mercy, mercy on me.
Kind of has this vintage kind of sound with the slap back delay. Almost sounds like he's singing into like one of those like the microphone that you'd hear from like hanging from a boxing match. Also that crackling guitar, I read somewhere that was actually just the way it was recorded. That wasn't unintentional. That was unintentional, I mean.
Set fire to history. I'm breaking my own rules. I'm crying like a fool. Told stories on the page, short glories on the fade. I've been close enough to touch, but I never cared for love.
He's got a, like, you can really hear his accent when he sings. One of the few musicians that carries over.
It's a church of burnt romances, and I'm too far gone to pray. It's a solo song, and it's only for the brave. If the truth tell, darling, you feel like there ain't enough dying.
Ooh, nice chord right there. Not expecting that. That was cool though.
And stars in your sky. It's a tall tale, and it's only hello, hello, no goodbye.
Some layered vocals to fan things up. Really like this kind of just older kind of vintage sound.
Pour mercy, mercy on me. I'll fall upon my knees, and they'll say I told you so. Come on, when you know, you know. All the lonely shadow dances from the cradle to the grave. It's a solo song, and it's only for the brave.
Oh, that was cool, like shake at the end. Back to that hiss. That's really cool how to end the album though. That like hiss kind of like vinyl crackle out. That was cool. It gave this almost vintage, like you're listening on a vinyl record. That was cool. That was Only the Brave by Louis Tomlinson. A short song, but kind of had just a very cool feel to it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. As always, you can leave a comment below with the hashtag #RestitutedReacting if you want me to react to and break down any of your favorite songs. And also, there's a link in the description if you want to check out my own music, so feel free to do that. Hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.